The second step in devising a study plan is to determine what areas of study will produce the most dramatic improvement in your results. A review of the ABFM certification examination test plan specifications, our test blueprint, will identify the proportion of questions in each of the content areas. You should weight the amount of time devoted to studying each content area by its relative proportion on the examination. If there's an area with 30 questions and one with 3 questions, you should spend more time studying the area with 30 questions. Another helpful technique is to use the in-training examination. I recommend taking the in-training examination and scoring it using the critique which provides both the correct answer and the rationale for why the answer is correct. Next to each question that you get wrong, write down why you got it wrong. There are several reasons why you might incorrectly answer a question. Some of them might be content reasons. If you can identify a common theme within the content that you've missed, be sure to include that in your study plan. Other reasons for missing an item might be more related to your test-taking style. Let me give you some examples. Sometimes people read things into questions that are not really there. By comparing what you were thinking when you answered the item with the rationale found in the critique, you can see if that was the case. If you find that this has happened several times on the test, you'll need to insert some additional language into the internal dialogue that you use to answer questions. You will need to ask yourself, am I in sync with the intention of the question writers? Am I reading too much into this? A related problem is that sometimes creative people start reading a question and then, based on the facts in the beginning of the question, begin to create the ending of the question. These people may be getting the question wrong by answering what they feel the question should be, rather than what the question actually asked. It also happens that sometimes people simply misread a question. In either case, adding some additional language to your internal dialogue to ensure that you understand what is being asked would be helpful. Another response style issue is that some people come to a conclusion too quickly and do not fully consider the remaining response options. I exaggerate for effect, but it sounds something like this. No, A is not the answer. B, yes. That is definitely the right answer. C, the first few words don't sound right, but I know it's B anyway. D, I really like B. E, well, let's just mark B. Of course, this list of test-taking style issues is not comprehensive. You may find other ones. If you can find a common theme among test-taking style errors, add some language to your internal dialogue to prevent the error. However, do not add more internal dialogue to solve problems that do not exist. That would only be a distraction.